Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We got another video today. ISIS problems just got worse after officers' history has been revealed. I got that video from a fellow YouTuber, but this is the actual footage from the officer's angle. And this is not the body cam. This is from a phone.
I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen.
Right there. You want
to come at us?
That's her wife.
You want to come at us?
And you
I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Oh!
Yeah. Now you see what happened with that footage is that since he had his phone, the phone actually dropped and he fatally wounded Renee Good because he thought that he was going to get dragged or get ran over by her. Now, people are saying that, why did he do it? Why did he do it? He did it because he thought he was going to get ran over. But at the end of the day, he didn't have to do that. I'll tell anybody, you know what I'm saying? From my perspective and from my, just being involved with police in the past, sometimes all you got to do is follow orders. But, I think the reason why people are upset, and honestly, this is something that I've been trying to think about the last couple of days, is because at the end of the day, they didn't have to do this. You're in Minnesota and you're doing all this stuff, and people are they're getting fed up with it. And I don't think she was a threat. I know she wasn't a threat. So I don't know why you had to do it. But I'm going to tell you something. I got this footage from a fellow YouTuber, and he talks about the history of the officer and why he thinks this is why he did this.
Jonathan Ross, who fatally shot 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good in Minneapolis yesterday, is the same officer who was brutally dragged more than 100 yards by an illegal immigrant driver during a violent traffic stop just last year. In that incident, he suffered severe injuries that required over 30 stitches. The major update here centers on the agent's harrowing past encounter, which federal officials says very same 10-year veteran involved in Wednesday's deadly shooting. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem revealed that the officer had previously been rammed and dragged by another vehicle back in June, sustaining serious injuries, but he fully recovered and returned to duty. Now let's rewind to June 17th last year in Bloomington, Minnesota for the details of that terrifying incident. ICE agents conducted a traffic stop on Roberto Carlos Munoz, a Guatemalan national and illegal immigrant with a lengthy criminal history. Roberto refused to exit his vehicle despite repeated commands. An agent broke the rear window to reach inside and unlock the door. That's when Roberto accelerated, trapping the agent's arm between the seat and the car frame. He dragged the officer more than 100 yards while weaving back and forth in an attempt to shake him loose. The agent suffered deep gashes and significant injuries to his arm and hand, requiring 33 stitches.
So this officer has been involved in a few incidents in the state of Minnesota as an ICE agent. Now, two things I want to say about this whole situation with this officer. Number one, he could be physically be able to go back to work, but the mental standpoint is, where was he, evaluated for his mental capacity? I mean, at the end of the day, you've been involved in two different incidents in less than a year, and it seems like they just put him back on the street because they need these ICE agents out there. He was a Iraqi vet or whatever. He served in the ICE thing for over 10 years. He has 10 years of experience in all these situations. But I look at this situation, this is a problem for the whole organization, because are you doing your due diligence to find out these people are, and I'm not saying physically able to do the job, but mentally are able to do the job? This individual got dragged. He got dragged. I'm not trying to laugh at the situation, but this man literally got dragged last year. And he went ahead, he went in and fatally shot this woman. But why didn't you didn't do that to the Guatemalan guy? You didn't do it to the other guy. Why is it that, you know what I'm saying, you go ahead and you do this to this woman, but you didn't have the heart to do it to the illegal immigrant? I mean, it screams to me like, I'm not gonna say, double standard, but when you think about this whole situation, this could have been all avoided. If Jonathan Ross wasn't on duty that day, this would have never happened. Renee Good would have never lost her life. If the agency would have did its due diligence, then he probably wouldn't be the center of an investigation. Now, the Minnesota state, the state wanted to do the investigation, but the FBI said they're going to step in and do the investigation, and that is leaving a lot of people in Minnesota, especially the state government, upset because they want to do their own inquiry about this whole situation. And I think the state should take care of this, because at the end of the day, we know how the FBI roll. FBI gonna make sure don't get prosecuted. See, the whole thing, I said this about the whole George Floyd situation. The state went ahead, did the thing with George Floyd, and then, the George Floyd situation, and Chauvin, the cop, he the one that got sentenced and all that stuff. So they took care of it. Let the state take care of it. It happened in the state of Minnesota. Let the Internal Affairs Office in the state of Minnesota take care of the investigation. Now, everybody knows his officer's name. Everybody knows he's married. Everybody knows he's an Iraqi veteran. Everybody knows he's had a history of having trouble with different situations during this stay with ICE. We all know this. This stuff is public record. And more footage is going to come out about this individual, Jonathan Ross. And this makes ICE don't look good. This makes the Trump administration not look good at all. But hey, let me know what you think of the video. It's your boy Jay here with another one. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to the subscribe button. On my way to 2,000 subscribers. Until next time, folks, I'm out.